Sarah's voice cracked through the phone, barely intelligible between sobs. Please come over right now. I found something in Michael's closet that changes everything. I was restocking the cereal aisle when my phone lit up with Mom's name. She never called during my shift unless something was catastrophically wrong. My manager took one look at my face and told me to go. The drive to their house felt like moving through water. Dad had been gone for almost 4 years. What could possibly be hidden in that closet that Mom hadn't already seen 1,000 times? She'd kept his side of the bedroom exactly as he left it, his flannel shirt still hanging in neat rows, his reading glasses on the nightstand. Mom was sitting cross-legged on their bedroom floor when I arrived, surrounded by crumpled tissues. In her lap sat a weathered cardboard box. I finally decided to pack up his clothes for donation, she whispered. This was pushed all the way back behind his old winter jackets. She lifted the lid with trembling hands. Inside were stacks of letters bound with faded string, bank documents with highlighted numbers, and a small black velvet box. But what made the room start spinning were the photographs. A young girl, maybe 7 years old, grinning at the camera with Dad's unmistakable dimples and the same widow's peak I saw in the mirror every morning. Read this one, Mom said, pressing a letter into my hands. The handwriting was definitely Dad's, his distinctive slanted cursive. It was addressed to someone named Claire, dated almost 18 years ago. My dearest Claire, not a day goes by that I don't think about you and Lily. I wish circumstances were different. I wish I could be there for every moment. Lily. The girl in the photographs. My half-sister. Mom handed me a bank statement, her hands shaking. Monthly transfers of $750 to Claire Morrison, going back 16 years. Even during the year, we almost lost our house. Even when I was taking out student loans because Dad said money was too tight. The velvet box contained a delicate silver necklace with a heart pendant. The receipt showed Dad had purchased it the same month he told me we couldn't afford the class trip to Washington. Every Saturday morning he'd leave early, claiming he had errands to run or meeting up with his friend Tom from work. I called Tom yesterday, Mom said flatly. They haven't spoken in over a decade. We spread everything across the bed like evidence at a crime scene. Report cards showing Lily was on the honor roll. Unsent birthday cards with Dad's signature. A program from a high school graduation ceremony he'd apparently attended while telling us he was at a work conference. Then I found the most recent letter, written just weeks before Dad's fatal heart attack. Lily had written asking for help with college expenses. Dad's response promised he'd find a way, that he was incredibly proud of her. My phone buzzed with a text from an unknown number. Is this Michael's daughter? This is Lily Morrison. I think it's time we met. Mom's face went pale. She grabbed Dad's old phone from the drawer where she'd kept it charged all these years. There it was. Lily's number saved under auto parts supplier, so Mom would never question the frequent calls. Lily had been calling that number for 4 years, leaving voicemails wondering why her father had vanished without explanation. We agreed to meet at a quiet cafe across town. I spotted her immediately when she walked in, because it was like looking into a mirror that reflected Dad's features instead of Mom's. She looked as terrified as I felt. He used to take me for pancakes every other Saturday, Lily said quietly, her coffee untouched. We'd sit for hours while he helped me study for exams and listen to me talk about school. He never mentioned having another daughter. I thought I was his whole world. 18 years. Dad had maintained 2 separate lives for 18 years. Lily's mom, Claire, had passed away from an aneurysm 3 years earlier, which explained why the monthly payments had stopped. Lily had been working 2 jobs while finishing her nursing degree, struggling to cover rent and tuition that Dad would have helped with. Mom did something I never expected. She reached into her purse, pulled out her checkbook, and wrote Lily a check for $6,000. Your father would have wanted you to finish school, Mom said, her voice steady for the first time all day. You're his daughter. That makes you family. Lily's eyes filled with tears. So did mine. The elderly couple at the next table wasn't even pretending not to watch anymore. The strangest part? Lily lived 12 minutes away from us. We probably stood in line together at the pharmacy, passed each other in the parking lot at Target, completely unaware we shared the same blood.